Today we are on the Apocalypse of Adam from the Nag Hammadi library again. This is an excerpt called The Origin of the Illuminator. The angels and all the generations of the powers will use the name erroneously and ask, where did this come from? And again, where did the words of falsehood which all the powers have failed to understand come from? Now the first kingdom says of him, he came from a spirit up. He was nourished in the heavens and received its glory and power. He came from the bosom of his mother, and in his way he came to the water. The second kingdom says of him, he came from a great prophet. A bird came and took the child who was born and brought him onto the high mountain. He was nourished by the bird of heaven. An angel came from there and said to him, Arise, God has given you glory. He received glory and strength, and in his way he came to the water. The third kingdom says of him, he came from a virgin womb. He was banished from the city with his mother and was brought to a desert place. He nourished himself there and came and received glory and power. And in this way he came to the water. The fourth kingdom says of him, he came from a virgin. Solomon sought her along Pharsalo and Saul and his armies that had been sent out, and Solomon himself sent his army of demons to search for the virgin. They did not find the one they sought, but rather the virgin who was given to them. He brought her, Solomon took her, and the virgin became pregnant and gave birth to the child there. She nourished him on the border of the desert. When he was nourished, he received glory and power from the seed which he had been conceived. And in his way he came to the water. The fifth kingdom says of him, he came from a heavenly droplet and was cast into the sea. The abyss received him, gave birth to him, and bore him up. He received glory and power, and in this way he came to the water. The sixth kingdom says, went down to the realm below to gather flowers. She became pregnant from desire for the flowers and gave birth to him in that place. The angels of the flower garden nourished him. He received glory and power there, and in his way he came to the water. The seventh kingdom says of him, he is a droplet and came from the heaven to earth. Dragons brought him down to their caves, and he became a child. A spirit came over him, and he brought him on high to where the droplet had come from. He received glory and power there, and in his way he came to the water. The eighth kingdom says of him, a cloud came over the earth and enveloped a rock, and he came from it. The angels over the cloud nourished him, and he received glory and power there, and in this way he came to the water. The ninth kingdom says of him, one of the 9 muses went away by herself. She came to the high mountain and relaxed there. so that she desired herself alone to become androgynous. She fulfilled her desire and became pregnant with it. He was born. The angels, over desire, nourished him. He received glory and power there, and in this way he came to the water. The 10th kingdom says of him, his God loved a cloud of desire. He produced him by his hand, and ejaculated some of the droplet upon the cloud near him, and he was born. He received glory and power there, and in this way he came to the water. The 11th kingdom says of him, the father desired his own daughter, and she became pregnant from the father. She cast tomb out of the desert. The angel nourished him there, and in this way he came to the water. The 12th kingdom says of him, he came from 2 luminaries. They nourished him there. He received glory and power, and in this way he came to the water. And the 13th kingdom says of him, every offspring of their ruler is a word, and this word received a mandate there. He received glory and power, and in this way he came to the water, so that the desire by these powers might be satisfied. But the generation without a king says, God chose him from all the eternal realms. He made knowledge of the undefiled one of truth to come to be in him. He said, the great Illuminator has come from the foreign air, from a great eternal realm, and he illumined the generation of those people whom he had chosen for himself, so that they might illumine the whole eternal realm.